It's just too slow. Okay. So as the title I took from Dieter Rams, he said the good design is as little design as possible. And we pretty much agree at Grin. As you can see here is the design of our Grin node. And what is Grin itself? Shortly speaking, it's just a better money. So it's just a money, but at the same time, it's a lot already. Then what is important that it's pretty lightweight, it's privacy preserving, and at the same time, it's scalable. And most important for money, because we are trying to build the entire like society, so it must be fair. So we try to implement it in one system. And here's the explanation, like what is Grin. This explanation was done here, it's like about a year ago, but not exactly here because it was like a SSH session. So let's please, would you mind to activate video here? No. Yeah, please select one and. So this is his founder speaking, but maybe not speaking. Fine, we can. I think we can skip it.
Either, but at least I'm here, typing those words right now.
My name is Ignatus Peveril. I have a cool cape and I started Grin a little over 2 years ago now. Grin is a cryptocurrency that values universal access and privacy highly, not only for today or tomorrow, but for our old age and future generations. Grin will remain light and will keep protecting your freedom. And I couldn't be more proud of what we've accomplished and how far we've gone.
Thank you. Please return slides. So when we check as a Grin repo, you see that it's minimal. And you can find that two things are very important. It's like minimal and fair. So we try to use those two principles to like everything. Starting from Grin coin itself. So we have some nice properties. So it's pretty scalable. We can sync the full node from the scratch in about 15 minutes, which is, I think, quite cool. Then we don't expose it's like nothing. We don't have no scripts, no addresses, we don't even have transactions. When you see the chain, you don't see like anything. So yes, it's fungible. We just use some simple, I think, math, and you can really understand it in 1-2 hours. So it wouldn't take from you like years. It's pretty simple. There is a block, and as you can see, there is no transactions. There are no like addresses. You can see just three things. Not sure it's visible, but it's inputs. So we can see it here. We still have transactions. They live before we put them to the chain, and there are just three things inside them. When you can check block, you can see exactly the same three things. When you can see the entire chain, you just realize, so basically the entire chain looks like block, and block looks like a transaction. So again, it's pretty simple. So we use as like the same as like simple thing to build everything. Proof of work. It's not finding. It's a bit different than what we have in Bitcoin, for example. It's a search for 42 length cycle in huge graph. Here's just example for a graph of length 4. And it's simplest, as a specification, it's just 42 lines of code. it's quite fun that it's also 42. We have a pretty simple async emission. It's just 1 green per second forever. So it's not like Bitcoin when we have cap. There is no halving, there is no everything. In simple, that's for sure. But it's also fair for future generations. Just imagine if you would be born it's like in 200 years. You don't have chance to mine like a lot of currencies, but you still will have some chances, I hope, to mine green. You can tell me that it's not that fair because there's inflation and it takes you money, right? Here is, if you check the red line, you can see that inflation, it's pretty okay. For first 4 years, it has the same curve like we have in case of Bitcoin, for example. And after that, it's still, I think, manageable, right? So, so it goes down to 0. And here you can see like emission or just production in last 220 years for gold, and green would be here just a flat line. So green is still more valuable than gold. We had a fair launch. What does it mean? We didn't have anything like, we didn't have pre-mine, ICO, we don't have dev tax. It was just launched in the Gitter chat. But what does it mean? Like during the first day, we had around 100K GPUs. So it wasn't just like 5 of us launched it. The entire world was participating. Now let's check how it applies to like development. The code base itself is pretty small. It's 35K lines of code. It's written in Rust. Rust actually like amazing language, and it helps us a lot to be simple, and at the same time it's pretty expressive. Sorry. This one is just for node itself. We also have wallet and couple of other things, but yeah, I think it makes sense. How we grow greens? First of all, it started before, I think, mainnet. We spent more than 2 years to launch it. And this question we heard a lot of time when it's like mainnet ready, when Lightning ready, when XSX. So it's ready when ready. We don't have a lot of features actually, and we understand that we will pay to have it, right? Sorry. It's like, sorry. We remove features even from time to time. And we see it just like a tree. So when you look at a tree, and even you spend a week looking at it, for you it doesn't grow, right? It doesn't change. But after then you realize that it's pretty big already, and yeah. So we apply the same ideas to green. And we don't see it like zero sum game. We are happy to work with the entire it's like universal, like ecosystem. Here is just one example. We have insurance against we have insurance against the future. We have implemented it, then we removed it, and then we reintroduced it. What happened? Git log. So first we introduced it in, I think, October 2017. It was amazing. Then 5 months later on, we have removed it because, like I do remember it, there were more than 1,000 lines of code for this feature. we decided that it's nice to have, but for us it's pretty expensive to have it. So we removed it. But then 6 months later on, we found a better way to reintroduce it. So we decided it's fine to have it. Here is, I think, explanation why we decided to remove it, and I think it explained a lot of things in Grin. So it was just too big for us. Then we have, of course, limits for number of peers, right? What happens when we reach it? We have a lot of different choices. We could just, for example, I just drop a new peer. And in this case, for sure it would work, but at the same time, we are not happy with this choice. Then we can drop existing one, which is it's like works again, but yeah. What we can do else? We can just accept a new one, then drop one. Which one, like new one? We can choose a random one. And actually, we had around like 5 iterations. We still have, I think, discussion around it. And the word fair was mentioned like many times. So what would be fair for network, for node, for new peer, for existing peer? It's pretty funny. Transactions, it's pretty interesting things, and we need to first exchange with some peer to build transaction. So it's not that easy. We can just send money to the chain. So for sure we need some storage, for example, to store it like postbox, right? And what could we use for that? Of course, we could use existing network. We have it already, right? Then we have storage. We can store it like, but at the same time, there could be different attacks. We can, in this case, abuse resources for the entire network for a particular node. We discussed a lot of different like strategies to prevent it, but we found it's not simple and not fair. So we decided to not have it, but there is a project which started maybe a year ago. So you could use it to have the same thing, but in this case it will be like your choice, and you will be running it, and you will be it's like pay for it by your it's like your resources. So we think it's fair, and at the same time it's good for the ecosystem because we have now like a service which is built by the developers. We had a Grin web wallet. It's nice GUI. Before the mainnet launch, it was already like it's like up and running. It was pretty. The problem was it was in JavaScript and HTML, CSS. We are like mostly Rust guys. We had just a 3 person working, I think, on it, and guess what happened? We closed it. So now you can see still as a source code, but we don't support it. We don't work on it because it's a pain for us, and we could spend resources, I think, on something else. And we decided that we will not have, at least now we don't have the goods wallet with nice UI. And you can ask me like, how is it possible? Because even like Satoshi did it, right? Yes, exactly. We could spend time working on it, but it would be it's like pretty bad, and maybe 1% of people would be using it. So why? And we rely on the people. And guess what happened? We have a lot of wallets some of them already dead. You can see it, it's like below like 5 or 6 wallets. But we have like a lot of wallets, including mobile wallet, GUI wallets for Windows, Linux, then Mac. We have web wallet. We have even a command line wallet. And it was a research, I think it published maybe last week. They told that the Grin is the biggest, it's like small dev ecosystem, which is quite fun. So it's like 33, it's like developers working on Grin ecosystem. It includes wallets, different services. I see it later on. Then let's talk about organization. Grin is its experiment. We rely on donations. And for sure, would be safer to rely on Grid but we think that people are more than just Grid. Yes, it happens that we've been working to be like too naive. And the problem also that we don't encourage people to use Grin because we are trying to be fair for like future. So why would you start using Grin now? You can wait, right? What we do to deal with, I think, those issues. We see it. Yes. So first of all, it's like do we think that we are like a pure decentralized project? We believe so. We are a small team, but everyone, like you too, has at least like some rights to do something. And results are for sure we could have different results, but we understand that organization is actually it's kind of like vulnerability. So we tried to minimize it, and we apply the same ideas as like we do for code. So we could remove it even. And we started without legal entity, without like it's like 2 years ago, just a founder plus a small team. Then it happened, I think, a year ago. We had it's like small organization on top, but it's not legal entity again. Now we have a process. We have like sub teams, which is a bit more, but still, what we do not, we don't apply to exchange listings because we don't have organization. We don't exist actually. We don't sign like anything. We don't have partnership. It's, I think, yeah. And we don't tell you what to do with Grin. We have a lot of different, I think, chats. We have Facebook page, and it's all run by the people. We have a few clones, up to 5 probably. And I think it's, yeah, it happens like from time to time. It's fine. We have at least 3 to 5 explorers. We have at least, so we have a node which implemented in C++. It's a different project. We have a green box, which I mentioned already. There we have a payment processor. We have a few, it's like miners. I'm not sure the list, I think, is full, but yeah, it is what it is. We have pretty, it's like 12 or even more, I think, pools. There were some exchanges. We don't list, but we've been listed. And here you can see some resources about Grin. Web, then forum, which is like official forum. We have a Gitter chat with again like official one, and you can find a lot of different links which I mentioned before. So that's all. Thank you.